Hello students and welcome to Sociology of Terrorism. If you've never taken a course with me, I am really excited to have you for the first time. If you're a returning student, you're in for a little bit of a different type of course. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's chat about what you should expect from the Sociology of Terrorism. Whether you're a first-time student of mine or you've taken several courses with me, this one is no doubt going to be a bit different than you're used to. This semester, my typical Sociology of Terrorism class is going to be 100% online and asynchronously offered to you. That means that everything in this class will happen at a more or less at your own pace. But do keep in mind that there are a number of deadlines you need to be aware of. Perhaps most importantly, you have to understand that this class is going to move very, very quickly, and it's certainly going to be over before you know it. But before I introduce you to the course content and go through some of the assignments, let me first introduce myself. My name is Dr. Derek Silva, and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Sociology. I received my Bachelor of Arts in Criminology from Ontario Tech University in Oshawa, what was then called UOIT, and a Master of Arts in Sociology from Carleton University in Ottawa, before completing my PhD at the University of South Carolina. At USC, I completed a dissertation that focused on how discourses and practices of policing, so-called radicalization, emerged, took shape, evolved, and stigmatized vulnerable racialized groups in the post-9/11 world. But my main areas of teaching and research are in the areas of critical sociology and criminology, studies of sport and punishment, racism, and terrorism. My peer-reviewed work can be found in the peer-reviewed journals Punishment and Society, Crime, Media, Culture, the Sociology of Sport Journal, Sociological Forum, Race and Class, among others. I also engage in public debates about harm and exploitation in the world of sports, where I've published on exploitation in college athletics in Time Magazine, The Guardian, Jacobin, The Daily Beast, The Baffler, and The Chronicle of Higher Education. As part of this ongoing public sociology campaign, I also co-host a podcast called The End of Sport, where we explore questions of harm and injustice in the sporting world. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at Derek Krim, where I will post some relevant course material. So enough about me, let's talk about the course. The Sociology of Terrorism is a senior level course that introduces students to the sociological study of terrorism and related phenomena. The course is designed to survey the most important historical, conceptual, theoretical, and empirical developments related to the analysis of terrorism and counterterrorism that now proliferate our daily lives. From our daily banking transactions to home purchases, from security cameras to biometric borders, and from the militarization of police to algorithmic technologies invading social media. Discourses and practices related to terrorism and related threats now pervade our everyday life. We'll explore the increasingly pervasive role of terrorism and counterterrorism in society and investigate the ways in which we make sense of, communicate about, and intervene upon various forms of political violence. We'll focus on questions related to definitions of terrorism and terrorist activities, how discourses surrounding terrorism work to alienate and exclude already marginalized groups, conduct case studies of terrorist entities, talk about paradoxes in legal definitions of terrorism, explore the consequences of an ever-expanding police presence in matters related to terrorism, and explore the rise of alt-right, right-wing, and incel-based terrorism in North America. We'll explore key issues related to anti-terrorism law, domestic and foreign policy, geopolitics, surveillance, risk, social inclusion and exclusion, and social control. all questions directly related to exploring the place of terrorism in society at large. In this way, we'll eschew questions of how best to identify potential threats and sort of interventions in that process, as there are other folks invested in those questions. Instead, we'll explore how discourses and practices related to terrorism and counterterrorism create, change, or reconfigure society and social relations. It's going to be a great course. In total, there are 8 topics that we'll cover in this course. Please check out the syllabus over the next few days so you can plan your time accordingly. Each topic is accompanied by a course video that will be anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes and is uploaded to my YouTube channel and embedded on OWL under topics. You can either subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any uploads, or you can catch them on the course topic pages. I'll upload the first 4 videos next week and the remaining 4 the week after. Everything you need for each topic can be found if you navigate to the topic's landing page and scroll down. The readings for each week can be found if you click resources and then navigate to the course readings folder. Videos, podcasts, or any other media are either embedded or linked on the topic pages, or they can be found through the Western Library, Omni, or Canopy databases. You will need to engage with all types of course material in all evaluated activities in this course. The better you demonstrate your mastery of all material, the better you will do in the course. Speaking of evaluations, there are 3 evaluated aspects of this course. Online discussion responses and participation worth 25% of your final grade, a literature review that will be used in your final research proposal worth 25%, and a final research proposal worth 50% of your grade. Students are expected to demonstrate their mastery of all course material through participation in online discussions on OWL. Participate in these discussions by heading over to the Forums tab on OWL and posting your responses in each topic. Students are also expected to demonstrate completion of all required readings by posting critical, insightful, rigorous, and unique reflections on course material for each topic to the forums on OWL, and respond to others when relevant. Your responses should be at minimum a half a page single-spaced and at maximum 2 pages single-spaced, and must deeply engage with the key concept, themes, theories, methods, or findings of all course material assigned for each topic, as well, and this is important, as directly answer the questions raised by me in each video that I post. Please review the relevant section in the syllabus for specific details and the questions you should be considering as you draft your responses. You can find the final research proposal outline and rubric if you click resources on the left side panel on OWL and navigate to the final research proposal outline and rubric. Please review this assignment in detail as soon as possible in case you have any questions. There are really 3 parts of this final research proposal: a research statement, a literature review, and a final research proposal. The final project in this course requires you to write a research proposal that proposes a sociological study that advances knowledge about terrorism or a specific phenomena related to terrorism in a unique, innovative, and empirically valid way. You will use everything you have learned in this course on what is known and what is not known about terrorism and related phenomena, and propose a new empirical study that advances sociological knowledge on your selected topic. The topic is completely your choice, and you may ask me at any point for feedback. You will propose, but not actually complete, an empirical sociological study that would address a concrete, clear, and concise research question that is approved in advance by me. The approval of your research question will be based on your research statement. You will then start identifying and collecting relevant peer-reviewed literature on your topic and write a literature review that identifies what is known and not known about your topic and why your study is important. This will be submitted as your literature review. You will then revise your literature review based on my feedback and add to it as appropriate. And you will also complete your methodology section, which proposes an actual empirical study. And this will be submitted as your final research proposal. The key here is to use all of the course material, as well as the literature that you survey, to paint a picture about what is known about a topic and fill empirical gaps with a sociological study that advances our knowledge about something in the world of terrorism and/or counterterrorism. Course material is explicitly used in this class to complement your own quest for knowledge about something related to terrorism. That is science. That's what we as sociologists do, and that is sociology. And a quick pro tip. This course is going to move very, very quickly. So you should be thinking about potential research questions right now. I would start thinking about potential topics right now and use the topics covered in the course to help you in your quest for knowledge about that topic. What piques your curiosity right now when you think of terrorism and counterterrorism? Why did you take this course? Perhaps you might want to do an empirical case study analysis of the genesis of, say, a newly formed terrorist entity, which we'll talk about, like the Proud Boys. Or it's possible that you might want to propose an ethnography of a particular group or a subculture. Perhaps you may want to do more of a macro-sociological analysis of terrorism trends in Canada, relying on quantitative analyses of a specific data source. In that specific case, you would want to identify a data set that exists that you will analyze. And the possibilities are quite broad in this project, and feel free to run any ideas by me in advance to even the research statement. I've set up a Calendly scheduler that you can find on the main topic landing page if you want to set up a time to chat about this via Zoom. This is a truly fascinating topic, and the course is built around some really key debates in the field. I'm really looking forward to chatting with all of you about the incredible topics in this course, from the so-called causes of terrorism, as if we know what those are, to how discourses of terrorism stigmatize groups of people, to the media's role in the perpetuation of these harmful messages, to the rise of myths or disinformation, conspiracy theories, and right-wing extremism that in many ways culminated in one of the most historic insurrection attempts in American history on January 6, 2021. We can learn a lot about terrorism through studying the social world and its conflict, inequality, privilege, and structure. So that's all for now. We'll see you on the next episode of the Sociology of Terrorism.